Hey everyone, we're back with another war video. This war, number 6, we're going to be up against the Alliance next. We're going to be using a fairly interesting team of Shang Chi, Bishop, and Torch. We are going for our 100th kill in a row, which I talked about a little bit in the last video, and because of that we're going to be boosting pretty big. Our first fight is Path 2, and we're going to be taking Mr. Fantastic with Shang Chi. Shang Chi works here pretty well for a couple reasons. First, he has a very easy access to slow, and he's also able to cleanse any debuffs that we would get from Mr. Fantastic with a medium, light, medium attack. So one thing here, we're going to try and parry to reset our buffs, so only when we have a buff on us do we want to do that. Not our buffs, but our charges. So we get that there, and now we're just going to build to our special 2 and throw it off. We have the slow up, so we don't need to worry about him evading, and this should kill in one shot with how big we're boosted. Again, maybe a little overkill, but we really did want to get that 100th kill streak, so we boosted pretty big. Our next fight, again along path 2, is going to be Bishop versus Jabari. This node doesn't do much for Jabari. Again, this is mainly a path for mystics, but you want to split the paths. So we're using Bishop here just because he can turn any purifies from Jabari into a passive stun when we stun her. So you saw that there. Just makes this a basically nothing fight. So we're just going to do our best to build to a special 2 and then fire it off with a bunch of prowess, and hopefully that gets the job done. If not, we'll make sure we just finish up after. But right here you'll see the passive stun one more time, and then we're going to throw this big special 2 off. We get a lot of crits, and that ends the fight. After that, we're going to be moving along to path 5, and we're going to be taking this Valkyrie again with Bishop. For this fight, the boss node is down, so it makes it quite a bit easier. We don't have to worry about the defense tactic. Bishop works here pretty well because, again, there's a chance of Valkyrie struggling debuff, so same thing would happen here as with Jabari, where he would turn those into a passive stun. So we get a quick medium intercept with all of our with 2 bars of power, since that's what we ended the last fight with. So we carry that over. We were able to take her down pretty quickly to pretty low percent. So we're going to do our best to build back up to a special 2. There's another nice light intercept. So we're going to just build prowess real quick and then end the fight with another special 2. So again, very quick fight and pretty straightforward. Next up we have a Rintrah with Human Torch. So we're going to be applying the Torch pre-fight, because on this node they have Mighty Charge, where they'll purify any debuffs. The Nova Flames obviously are passive, so we don't have to worry about those getting purified. So we're going to work on going for light intercepts here again, because we don't want to have to worry about getting parried and taking a bunch of damage. As you can see there, I checked one more time for the Nova Flame, make sure the pre-fight applied. We had some issues with the pre-fights from a couple other people in our alliance this war. The one other thing we want to look out for is if we do get any intercepts off, when that Fury drops, he will purify any debuffs. So we just want to make sure we're not relying on a stun when that happens. Again, Torch is a pretty good option, obviously, for Rintrah and any mystics in general. The other part we want to obviously keep track of is Rintrah's mystical charges. So we're going to throw a good amount of heavies to make sure we keep those below 10. Don't let them get really too close at all. But right there you see the Fury dropping off purified that stun, so we had to hold block a little bit longer just to make sure we didn't take a combo. But his special one's pretty easy to counter with a heavy, so we're taking advantage of that as well. But you can see we're going for a couple light intercepts, but he's going down pretty quick. We could probably take this fight without even going for intercepts, because Torch would probably do enough damage anyway. But just to make the fight a little quicker, we're going to do our best to do it. But yeah, I mean, this fight's pretty straightforward. Honestly, I'd probably switch the two nodes, especially with the globals up, because you're kind of forced to take a bunch of hits into block on this node, because you have to reparry. But as you can see, this fight went down really quick. The protection's up, but he's basically dead, so we're just going to finish up with a combo. So that kind of wraps up my war. It was a pretty quick 4-fight war. But I just want to give a shout out to both PWF and Clown, who are my officers who got me to 100 kills. Outside that, we did end up winning this war 10-4. So we're 3-3 on the season. Hopefully we can keep it up.